And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome. You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say.
Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to Koi Plays Tarot. My name is Koi, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. As a set of quick announcements, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That way when uploads are made, you can see what the stars are trying to say to you. Also, if interested, individual reads are back up and open. Either message or email me directly. Link is on main, and we'll set it up, okay? So, Pisces, what are we looking at this round of reads? This is going to be your career read for the month of July. Career, I'm defining here as being not simply the labor that we put in, us quote unquote dragging ourselves to work every day, but rather the opportunities, ventures, partnerships, contracts, and the presence of that moment for the work that you do, the labor that we output, what do we hope to get back in return? Oftentimes it will be monetary, like coin, money, checks, whatever, but what else? What else? And that's always a question that comes along with it. So as a preamble to the read, Pisces, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. At times, even it gets difficult. Understand that I, as your tarot card reader, I'm not here to misguide you and mislead you. Trust me, I got 12 signs to work with. I do not have the time to lie to any of them. Instead, we lay our cards out on the table. And good or bad, come rain or sunshine, we talk about it because at the end of the day, tarot is a conversation, just an energetic one. So follow along with me in your read today, Pisces, your career read. And yeah, let's see what the cards say. We're going to do a past, present, future orientation, starting with your past. That way we have a clear line trajectory of what's going on here. So what's the cards that we need to see, please, for the Pisces Collective, the Piscean Collective, and their career read. Let's pull that out. But it didn't hit the table, but it didn't happen. 3, 9 of Wands. We believe in the freedom of our spirit to pursue what we want. What does that look like? 2 of Cups. Okay. Pursuing a potential opportunity. And the Tower. It's so interesting. Okay. So I'm looking at Pisces right now who, give me one second. That's some good lemonade. I'm looking at Pisces who in their past, great opportunity to pursue, and something about it is breaking apart fantastically. Right? That was your past orientation. What you were going for, it was a good suit. It was a good match. The 2 of Cups always seeks bonding and intimacy. Here, it's not with a partner, it's actually with a vocation. That 9 of Wands then suggesting, no, I want to do this. I am gung-ho about it. Let us try to get everything right. And then the Tower hitting us of saying, okay, there's aspects of this that we're not foreseeing that are outside of your control that's causing a rift in your environment. That's the easiest way I can put it. So in your present orientation, show us the cards we need to see, please. For our Pisces. What cards we need to see, please, for the Pisces Collective. Up the here and now. What is left? No, that's a break. Why are we breaking? Show us the cards we need to see, please. Present orientation for Pisces in the career read. Two of Pentacles. Okay, so in your present, you're trying to make it balance out. Why so? The Hangman. This put us in a state of observation around what? Okay, Devil, card of Capricorn. You're having second thoughts as to whether or not currently what you thought was originally a good match is actually intangibly right for you. The question isn't if. There's way too much observation post whatever collapse that, yeah, I think the part that, I kind of feel for you on this one, Pisces, is that it's almost like the emotional one got knocked out of you, right? I was so energetic and excited, and now it's like after what happened. Now we're like, nope, I'm just here. You will not get the best of me. I am here. I'll do what you ask, but me me having to go through that entire experience again, that will not happen. And so I think you're trying to stay in the best of spirits right now, Pisces, at least with your current predicament, and not give in to quote unquote your worst behaviors or your worst temptations here of just going absolutely nuclear after this fallout happened on whoever or whatever is happening at your current employee. But you also are in a state of observation because I walked in here giving the best of me. Then it happened, and I was like, "You still want the best of me? Why? I gave you that." And things fell apart outside of my control. I'm trying not to be angry. I'm trying not to be bitter, but you're not making that easy for me not to, right? So credit where credit is due, Pisces. I don't want you to take it out on yourself. The Tower, although it gets such a bad rap in tarot, every one of these cards have a purpose, including the Tower. It's always in your past. It's always defined by lightning striking a building or some type of structure and things falling apart, right? It represents one of the few cards in the deck that definitely defines things that are outside of our control. But it also means that it is designed in our best interest, right? That's the second part of it that never gets pointed out, right? That sometimes the things outside of our control is actually meant for us, even if it sucks in the moment, right? And so maybe your present, instead of going through that entire process again, your present is dictating, no, I will be coming here, but the absolute best of me, y'all deserve it. Until I see better, until I see things corrected from whatever absolute dumpster fire this was, I just work here. Is it the funniest or the happiest thing that you've ever experienced, Pisces? Absolutely not. However, you still want to do your best, but right now you are not in the best of spirits, let's say. So have that happen smoothly. Okay, good. Judgment. And I'm gonna put that sideways because it came out sideways to me. What is the grander scheme lesson here? We're looking at your future orientation. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for Pisces in this reading. You're trying to see the, I think, grander scheme of what's going on here. Very interesting because given the context, there are some things outside of your control that you're also trying not to let beat you down. So what's the bigger lesson? Five of Cups, that beyond sadness, you can still pack yourself with intent. Yeah, two at once. Oh, okay. And underneath it all, the Chariot, card of Cancer. Good because we are, even at the tail end, we are still in Cancer season. At least at time of recording and publishing. Judgment here. Yeah. What happens when the intent in the dream that we aim for shows the nasty side of itself, right? I think that there's two lessons to be had here. Just because it's our dreams doesn't mean it's going to be perfect, right? That's the first. But the second, does it have to be, right? I think judgment is really asking you, how badly do you actually want this? Because whatever, this dynamic isn't going away for a while, and it may prove itself, again, you may prove yourself right again, and, wanting to reserve yourself, wanting to, no, we're not going to pretend to be friends. I'm doing my job and I'm leaving, whatever. I think the bigger question that's going to be asked of you in the coming future, Pisces, is how bad do you want this? And if so, then what are you willing to accept from an environment? What can you create for your own? Right? These are the questions. It's not as if everything is impossible, it's just difficult. And so this is why right now in your present moment, with that double, you're really not trying to give into your worst tendencies. It could be, lashing out at people, etc., because you really don't want that. But the reality is, beyond how I individually feel, can these two things coincide? Can I still have intentionality and still be purposeful here and realizing the amount of pain, grief that this is causing me? Because it doesn't seem like it's going away, but it is shifting and transforming its form. I think if you were to listen to the signs around you, what is there to be expected? Okay. Next, cards of connection. Real connective energies, please. To bridge the gap between all time-based orientations for Pisces in this career read. We're going to start between the past and the present. Show us what is held between the what is and the what if for Pisces in this read. Yep. Okay. Temptation is so strong. It's not double. Card of Capricorn. Yeah, you're ready to fight. That's not a question. Let's try to reel it back because you're already there. Why? The Sun. This was supposed to be so much better and so more good than it's turning out to be. And why so? The King of Swords. So I'm still trying to make the right decision. Still trying to be my best. Still trying. The question is how long you're going to last in that mode, Pisces. Because if it has nowhere to go, it's going to start turning inwards, and that's when it's going to start getting ugly. Okay? Next, show what we need to see, please, for the Pisces collective in their career read between the present and the future. What happens between the what is and the what if. Show us cards we need to see, please, for Pisces in this read. Okay. Why the Five of Cups? That doesn't seem... Okay, King of Wands. Yeah. And why do we put that into action? The Five of Wands. Yeah. This is something that we desperately wanted so bad. And so now we're being forced to deal with a conflict in the most constructive way possible. Is it all worth it, Pisces? What is all of this worth? If we cannot clearly define our end goal, then this sadness, this regret over just how things are falling apart, it will consume us. I do not want that to happen to you. You came in and started off with such great energy, despite what you were hit with. Now it's like you're internalizing this entire environment around you. And don't. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Underneath it all, Eight of Cups. Strong temptation here to just walk away. And guess what? That's fair. I'm not going to try to keep you in something that is violent towards you, is not helpful at all. Do what you must. But at the end of the day, I want you to be comfortable with whatever decision is made. Because right now, it's almost as if it knocked all the energy out of you. We started off so great despite what happened. And now, as I look more and more into your future, there's just more sadness, more conflict, more regret over, what was originally such good intentions. I don't want you to lose that about yourself. So if it isn't supporting you, then what's next? I want you to look into that for yourself, okay? Last, let's move towards resolution. Define the major arcana strewn across the table in this read. We will start with the Tower. What about sudden eruption? Yep. Other things we can't control. What is it trying to show us? Show us the cards we need to see, please, for Pisces in this career reading. The imperative of the Tower. How and why? Yeah. Yep. Because I knew that this was a star, card of Aquarius. So much hope that this would be so good. You really, really wanted this, Pisces, and it's turning into garbage. Okay. Yeah, I can see the disappointment. I see why everything is just so much sadness around what you really wanted to give yourself towards. Towards the Hangman, Temperance. Can my attitude, can my disposition, can it change with time, or is this going to be stuck here? right? You're right for reserving yourself. What goes up must come down, right? Two of Pentacles. But more than that, how do we allow ourselves to feel the feelings and still do our job properly? Because whatever the falling out is at the current thing you just got to, yeah, you're trying your best not to lash out at anybody. You're trying your best to be your best, and you're not in an environment that's actively supporting that. So can you do that within yourself? To the devil, Ace of Wands. Yeah. If the fire is an element of the human spirit, the wands being the wands and the aces represent that which is fired up and brand new, having it underneath the devil. I don't want my passion, my fire to die for my wants or my field just because other people are ruining it for me. Don't let the fire die. That's going to be the title. Because right now, whatever you're going through, it is really just not leaving a good taste in your mouth for anything, especially in a field that you almost sacrifice so much just to get here. To Judgment, Four of Swords. Are we able to wait out? How do I explain this? The Four of Swords represents relaxing, rest, recuperation. All starts with R. Recharge. In Judgment, are we willing to wait it out and see what can be provided? Or do we just think that it's not worth it at all? Because there will be more hardships to come, Pisces. I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you. However, do you think that everything is still worth it? If so, why so? If not, why not? Okay. To the devil in the in-between, Queen of Cups. Yeah, I gave the best of me. And look where it got me. I'm trying not to be bitter, but don't push me. Okay. To the Sun, Page of Swords. What am I learning about happiness? I want the field, but I'm just not in an environment that actively supports what I need. And I'm learning every day what that actually looks like and means for myself. So in the crossing pattern, the burden that we're left to carry, the healing and trusting our own wisdom and our internal knowledge is already garnered. In Resolution, the Moon, you, card of Pisces, also directed towards that which we do not understand, but hey, you're actively learning it, right? Eight of Swords, the feeling of powerlessness. That if I am, what choices am I left with if they're actively robbed from me, right? What am I left to do? Who am I left to be? This is what it is. Is it the funnest experience? No, but is it an experience? Yes. And then underneath, Five of Pentacles. Having that Five of Pentacles next to that Eight of Cups, Pisces, you're very much in an energy of leaving this all together right now. And I hate to see this for you because there was so much good energy and good feeling and hope geared towards it that's now kind of like backfiring on you very hard. What you choose to do with that is your choice, and I'm going to defend you either way. But I don't want whatever this experience that you're having right now completely deter you and make you give up on all possibility of what could be. If they don't want you, so what? Somebody else will. Do not let that fire die. As a quick recap, yeah, you gave your best, things happened at whatever new opportunity it was, and now you're really trying not to walk into work every day just ready to start a fight or an argument. The question becomes, how long are we willing to wait while we learn more BS on what's happening around us, right? Our burden, do we trust it, or is it time to go? Because with the energy that I'm seeing right now, Pisces, you're very much tempted to just abandon ship. And guess what? Rightfully so, this is a situation that I would probably agree with you on because of all the things that have happened. You feel powerless, and you feel powerless because of the things that you want to accomplish here. However, is it that you can't accomplish them at all, or is that this environment is actively hostile or counterproductive towards your goals? Just food for thought. That's what I got for you in this read today, Pisces. I hope this conversation helped. And yeah, it sucks when We gave all we got to something that proved it's worth a lot less because of an environment that doesn't support us. But what are we willing to let go of? Our dreams or all this? Just think about it, okay? I'll see you around. Take care.